Hello, and welcome to today's Checkmate Tech Tip. Today we're going to talk about how to let Checkmate find the best probe angle for you for a feature that you're trying to measure. As you can see right now in the programming browser, I've started writing a Checkmate program already. I've started on one face of the part, and I've started measuring all the circles. Then I went to the next face and measured those circles. Now the next one I want to do, you can see over on the right hand side where my mouse is a complex angled surface in which my circle lies in. So I could try and figure out which angle and what the angle A and B angles are supposed to be for this hole, but why not just let Checkmate do it for me? So in order to do that, first we have to actually measure the feature. So I'm going to move my mouse cursor up to the measure menu. I'm going to select Circle Inner. I'm going to zoom up, point and click, and now I've got the measurement here, and you can see in my programming browser on the left side we now have a new measurement added to the list, CI171. Now that I have my measurement, I can go in and create the proper probe rotation in order to get at that angle. I'm going to move the mouse cursor up to the probe menu. The top three items here are different probe rotation commands. You can use any one of those three, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to arbitrarily just pick the third one, probe rotate endpoint. And then what we do, we just simply go to the programming browser and select the feature that I want Checkmate to find the best angle for. Once you see a blue slash, we know that Checkmate has selected the feature, and now I can hit enter, and we now get our probe list. This is a list of all the probe angles that we've used so far. 0, 0, 90, 180, and 90 minus 90. Now at the bottom, there are two lines here of text. Checkmate tells me that angle 3 is the closest position with 52 degrees of error, and you can even see it's highlighted. Why does Checkmate do this? Well, sometimes we have a list of probe angles that our company uses. Maybe we have a list of 50 angles, and we're only allowed to use one of those particular angles. So Checkmate will actually find the best probe angle out of the existing list that you have up here. The second option is the second line of text that says, but the best angle would be a 60 minus 45 with 0 degrees of error. And what Checkmate does, it even puts it in the select list so we can go in and create this feature. You can see where my mouse cursor is. It says position 4, angle A is 60, angle B is minus 40. So all we have to do is go down here and hit the apply button, and you can see it not only adds it to the list of angles, but it's also highlighted. So all I have to do is hit OK at the bottom. It automatically creates a Checkmate probe rotation for the correct angle. And you can see it adds it to the program too at the end. Now that's not really where we want it, so let's just highlight it and drag it in front of the circle, because that's really where we want the probe rotation to be. We want the probe to rotate and then go in and measure that feature. Now that we've done that, one more thing. How did Checkmate know how far away from the circle feature to put this probe rotation? How come it's not further out into space? How come it's not closer to the part? How did Checkmate determine how far away from the measurement to put this perfect probe rotation? Well, it's simple. If we double click on the Checkmate circle inner measurement that we've just created, we always go in and use the clearance setting on the whole measurement. So whenever there's a clearance setting, whatever that was in my defaults, it's currently set to 20. That's how far away from the feature it's going to be. Thank you for watching today's Tech Tip.